Hey everyone, today's video is going to be my foundation routine. This has been so highly requested, so I finally thought I would go ahead and do my foundation routine. This is mainly using drugstore products. I mean, there are a few higher end products, but the foundation I'm using is the Revlon ColorStay Foundation, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's one of my favorite foundations, and I've been using it for years now. So if you guys are interested in seeing my foundation routine, then just keep on watching. So to get started, I already have my moisturizer on, and I'm just going to take my foundation. I'm using the Revlon ColorStay Foundation in 320 True Beige. This is one of my favorite drugstore foundations, and I'm always repurchasing it. And the brush that I'm going to be using to apply it is the Sigma F80 flat top kabuki brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to use for my foundation, especially this one. It works really well and just makes like a really nice flawless finish. I used to use a brush that looks like this. This is just your standard foundation brush. This is the F60 by Sigma. I don't tend to use this anymore. I don't know, I just don't really care for this brush anymore ever since I got this one. This one's a lot better for me, but if this is all you have, you could definitely make it work, but I just prefer to use the other kind. So what I like to do is I like to shake up my foundation first, and I just apply to the back of my hand. So I start off on one cheek, and then I just move on to the other cheek, and then do my forehead and my chin and nose, and you guys will just see exactly what I do. So I have my first layer of foundation on. You could leave it like this, or if you want more coverage, you could always go with a second thin layer over top. I don't usually go over with a second layer unless I have like a problem area, then I'll go over it. But I'm going to leave it like this, and I'm just going to go ahead with concealer. I forgot to mention, when you're applying this foundation, do dabbing motions and then go back in and rub everything in circular motions. It will give you the most flawless finish. I absolutely love this. Also, a really good foundation tip is that when you're matching your foundation, don't match it to your actual face. Match it to your chest, your neck, even your shoulders, just this entire area right here, because that will give you the most even look. Because if you were to match it to your actual skin, a lot of people's face is a lot lighter than their body, especially for me. Like, I'm always washing my face, and I self-tan my body. I don't self-tan my face, so my face is always a little bit lighter than my entire body, so I definitely have to match it to like my chest area, and it just makes everything look even. I know a lot of people already know that, but just in case you didn't, try matching it to like your chest and neck, and it'll just give you a gorgeous look. So now I'm just going to take my Hard Candy Concealer. This is a medium. I love this concealer. You could also get it at the drugstore. And I just use this underneath my eyes and around my nose, and I'm almost out of it, so it's like hard to get out. But I just place it under my nose and around my nose, and I just leave it like that. I know it's gonna look crazy, like I have like a white mustache or something, but I just leave it because I want it to set a little bit, and then I go ahead and put it underneath my eye. And then while that's setting, I go in and see if there's any problem areas that I want to conceal. So I just have some around my mouth. Once you've let that set, you could just go ahead and blend it out. I just use my finger to blend it out. You could definitely use a concealer brush if you want, but I just find that my fingers just really melted into my skin and give me the most flawless finish. When you're blending out your concealer around your eyes, just make sure you dab it, you don't pull, because it's very delicate there. And then again, if you prefer to use a concealer brush for this, you definitely can. But I just like to use my fingers. So once I have my foundation and concealer on, I go in with my powder. I use two different powders. So I have my MAC Studio Fix in NW35, and I also have my Maybelline Dream Matte, but as you can see, it's shattered, so this one's a lot harder to use now. This one's really great if you want to mattify your skin, and this one will give you extra coverage. So I'm going to use a combination of both of them. I like to use this one on my cheeks, and then I like to use the Maybelline one down my T-zone. So I like to start off with my MAC Studio Fix powder, and this is just what my color looks like. And I use this on my cheeks to give me a little bit of extra coverage, and then I go in with my Maybelline Dream Matte. So I just take my kabuki brush, place it into the powder, tap off any excess. You just want to pat it onto your skin first, and then you could go in and buff it. And I'm just taking my Maybelline powder and just applying this to my chin, around my nose to set the concealer, and a little bit on my forehead. So after my foundation, concealer, and powder, I move on to my blush. I'm using Wet n Wild's Mellow Wine, and it's such a beautiful color. It's like a nice coral peach. It's so pretty. And I'm just using my e.l.f. powder brush. Tap off any excess. So after I have my blush on, I go with my bronzer. This is completely optional. I don't apply bronzer every single day, but I guess for the sake of this video, I'm going to. This is my Elizabeth Arden Deep Radiance bronzer. That's the color. And I love this bronzer. It does have like a little bit of shimmer flex to it, but once you apply it to your skin, you can't notice that at all. It actually kind of gives you like a matte finish. And I'm just using the blending brush, but I actually like using this for my bronzer because it just gives me a nice defined look. So I just contour my forehead a little bit. Nothing crazy. I don't contour every single day, but and then I contour my cheekbones. So basically what you want to do is if you suck in, that line that it creates, that's where you want to contour. You could also contour your nose if you'd like. I don't contour my nose every single day. I just find no need to, but I'll do it a little bit today. So that is it for my foundation, concealer, powder, blush, and bronzer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I also hope that it helps some of you. If you're wondering what I'm wearing on my lips, by the way, I'm wearing this beautiful Wet n Wild lipstick. It is called Mauve Out of Here, and it's like a perfect like mauve plum color. I love it so much, and I've been obsessed with these Wet n Wild lipsticks, if you can't tell. I have like so many of them, and I absolutely love them, and they're just so pigmented. This will last me like pretty much all day, so it's amazing. So that is it for this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Mwah!